And keep yourself pure for me until then. Good night.
Some like it hot. Some people even say they like it cold. Wouldn't it be lovely to have this sort of control over the weather? Although, in fact, normally at this time of the year, it's mixed. Some sun, some fog, some cloud, although my forecast at least doesn't predict all the rain we've been having recently.
A lady auditioning for the weather. How wonderful, Judith.
Well, I think it's a good idea because you men seem to get it wrong.
Well, we don't, you know. We get it right 80 to 85% of the time.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Well, that's what they claim down at the Met Office where Ian works, of course. So I decided to go there to discover the truth about weather forecasting by training to do the job myself. And I did actually produce the nation's weather forecast for Ian. And to see how I got on, watch Tomorrow's World at Large tomorrow, BBC One at 7:30.
While black clouds hang ominously over the turbulent Ewing oil empire in 25 minutes in Dallas. First we go to the unspoilt reaches of Papua New Guinea, where we find Oddie in paradise.
And the life, saith the Lord. And if I can find a way of making this piece of sculpture to get one tiny step nearer to the middle of myself, that'll be quite enough reward and benefit for me. I used my son Edward as the model. He looks awfully like some of the figures on the West Front with his beard and his long straight nose. And also, being my son, I love him, and so it's easier to work from him. And he has also the tight-knit, wiry body of a man such as I feel Jesus would have been. first moment that you get an emotional feeling for the block of stone, you've started. I mean, most people would be terrified of tackling a 3-ton block like that. The creative process is like pulling yourself up by your own hair to another level. It's next to impossible. I am trying to put back the crown on the conception. An almost impossible task, but at least I'm going to have a hell of a go at it. If I achieve it, everybody will know. If I don't, everybody will know.
Regular spacing or middled?
No, start there, but don't go right to the
Yeah.
top. Okay. I reckon we want one more. You see, this hasn't gone up here yet.
Cracks,
I
all right.
know, to
Yeah.
here. And I thought this one would be, but it's got to go right. Give me the small bar here.
Oh, no, here you go.
You can see the side split here. There's the figure, there's the head of Christ there. About like that. Nose, beard, shoulder, arm, fingers, here, knees, feet. You see? Oh, beautiful stone. Very lucky to get it. Yeah, because it not only matches Dolting, which is what the cathedral was built of, in colour, texture, and also in weathering properties. And when it's wet, it goes the same colour as Dolting. They both go like that, dark. But it's harder than Dolting. It's a nicer stone from a sculptor's point of view, but there is no more Dolting stone. The quarry doesn't have stone of that quality anymore. I suppose they used most of it on wells in 1200. Do you know how long it would have taken one of those masons to carve that figure? From start to finish, I reckon 3-4 weeks. It was as quick to him almost as writing is to us now. I don't know who he was, but I'd been trying to get inside him as much as I could, humbly, because he was must have been a great sculptor, and I'm not. He was a mason, and any sculptor knows that to call a sculptor a mason is a compliment, and he could carve anything, that man. You've only got to look at the fragment. It's a masterpiece. It's like a cutting from an old rose tree. I've tried to find the root and let it grow from that. Obviously it's a graft, but I see absolutely nothing wrong in starting from that point of view. That point is the brow of Christ's head. It's where the crown of thorns settled. It's like a tiny little break in a great